So these are the supplements that I give my dogs and cats in the morning in their food. I add kefir, which is a fermented milk product that can be from cow milk, goat milk, or sheep milk. It kind of tastes like a drinkable yogurt. Kefir contains high levels of vitamin B12, calcium, magnesium, vitamin K2, biotin, folate, enzymes, and probiotics. To make kefir, milk is fermented with a mixture of different probiotic bacteria and yeast. So I add about a tablespoon into the cats and just pour some into the dogs. Then I add omega-3 oil. The brand that I'm using is Ascenta. I bought this off Amazon. And I add about a teaspoon to each of the cats and a little bit more for the dog. Then I add antioxidants. The brand that I'm using is Cranimals Very Berry. I bought this off of Amazon as well. I add about a teaspoon for the dog and a quarter teaspoon for the cats. I don't feed this every day, once or twice a week. The dog food that I feed Penny is Jake and Daisy's raw dog food. I switch between different types of meat. Some days are chicken, some are beef, some are turkey, and whatever else they have. I also feed this to my cats. I put 1 large spoonful of the raw dog food and 1 large spoonful of the canned cat food into the cats. The cat food that I use is First Mate. I also switch between the flavors. Sometimes I'll feed chicken, sometimes salmon, sometimes tuna. The cats seem to really like the salmon. To the cat food, I add a supplement called taurine. I add this because I do feed the cats the raw dog food. Cats need taurine in their diet, and dog food does not have the taurine, so I just add a little bit to make sure that they are getting the taurine, even though it is in the canned cat food. I got the taurine from Popeye's supplement store, so now I'm ready to mix the food. My cats are used to having their food pretty watery and are not at all that picky about consistency like most cats are. I think that this is because I've always provided them with a large variety of flavors and the consistency is a bit different every day. So to the cat food I add their medication. This is holistic medication. I bought it online from petwellbeing.com. 2 cats that I have been diagnosed from a vet with kidney issues and 1 with thyroid issues, so this has been keeping it under control very well. So in the evening they get the same food, but I change the supplements. Instead of adding kefir, antioxidants, and omega-3, I add apple cider vinegar for both dogs and cats. The apple cider vinegar is a good flea and tick repellent. It helps with bladder problems, allergies, and asthma. I add about a teaspoon of that for the cats and a tablespoon for the dog. In the evening, I add turmeric for the dog. Turmeric is anti-inflammatory. It helps with cancer, sore joints, arthritis, allergies, kidney, dental, and digestive disease. I also add coconut oil for the dog. Coconut oil helps with digestion, improves coats, prevents infection, improves allergic reactions. And I also give Penny a raw turkey neck once a week. This helps to clean her teeth. It is important to watch your dog while eating such a large raw bone. Some dogs shouldn't eat them. You need to kind of know if your dog likes to swallow things or will chew them. Penny will chew, but she still does need supervision. Bones like this can be dangerous if they get stuck and start to choke. I also like to provide the cats and dogs with a beef bone broth. Sometimes I will give the broth in a dish and they drink it as if it's water, and sometimes I'll just mix it into their evening meal. These are the bones that I use to make the broth. The broth helps with joints, it is a liver detox, and it helps promote a healthy gut. So to cook the broth, I just fill a crock pot with water and the bones and cook for 24 hours. When finished, I strain the bones and skim off the excess fat off the top of the broth. I don't feed the actual bones to the dogs and cats, just the broth. It's a jelly-like consistency.